So we're still checking for leaks. So it's coming up this line, and at the bottom I could tell, because I turned the valve, you could hear an air leak. And you're coming up through, and some of the loops are moving. Well, they're moving because there's a leak up here somewhere. So get up almost to the top, and you can see this. I'll bend it. I don't know if you can see the bubbles. You can see it coming through right here. I can't get the phone in there. I don't know if you can see those bubbles. Anyways, the sap is, I can't get the phone in the right spot. Right there. See it zipping through? So, first thing we do is we walk up. We're just checking for anything. A lot of times it's in the drop line. Coyote or a deer will chew it. But there's a little bit of a bubble here, but that's not, there's a column of sap in there, so that's not where the major leak is, because if we go like this, you can just see that zipping right through every time that sap gets in there. So that's not the leak. So I was going up to the end drop. There's Angie. She took the afternoon off to come help us check tubing. So we get right here, and there's a hole. Something chewed it. Looks like a squirrel stuck his teeth in it. And there's actually a mosquito. His legs, he probably is trying to get something sweet, and his leg is stuck in that hole. So we're going to set him free. Chop his leg off. And there he goes, flew away. So that just had a hunk of ice in it, even though it's 60 degrees. So when you have a vacuum leak, so that's affecting the whole system. So we'll put a connector in there. Here, why don't you hold the phone? Gotta hurry up because I'm gonna run out of. So I ditched a backpack today because it's hot. I put my clamp on so we don't lose vacuum through the whole system. I'll stop the vacuum there. Cut that piece out, and I'm going to cut it out. I'm not just going to cut it in half, so cut it completely out. Make sure those ends are square. I got my little box of connectors or fittings. Grab a connector. Don't like to put connectors, but in this section of line, what are you going to do?
Why do you not like to put connectors?
Because it's just another place for a leak to occur versus a solid line. You got 90 million connectors in there, and you got 90 different places that could leak. So then we unconnect that, and we should be good. We'll go back down, check it down below. So you can see this drop line has already stabilized itself. And then we already got bubbles collecting in this, air bubbles, and pretty soon they'll stabilize and everything will be good. So we're going to get a little movement in the rest of these lines because the vacuum's got to build up to where it should be, because what that's been doing is letting air into the system and acting like a relief valve. So we'll go to the end of this, which is right here. We'll check it, and then we'll just walk it back down, make sure everything is good.